Hey, can I talk to you for a second? I heard you're getting married. Is it true?
Yes, it's true.
I see. Is it with Andrew?
Yeah.
I knew it. You've been dating since college.
What about it?
Well, this is kind of hard to say.
What? What's wrong?
Can you cancel the marriage? I'm sorry.
What? Why? You texted me out of nowhere, and what the hell is that?
Because I want to marry him.
Wait, what do you mean? You mean you liked him too? I'm surprised.
Not like I like him. I mean, we are in love with each other.
In love with each other. But Andrew is my boyfriend and my fiancé.
So what? We didn't need a name for a relationship. Because we love each other, you know?
Gabrielle, what are you talking about? I don't understand.
You're a peaceful girl, so you probably haven't noticed, but we've been together since college. It's a little too late to tell you this, but...
You were dating with Andrew? Wait, but I've been with him since college too.
In easy words, he was cheating on you. Surprising, huh?
Andrew, he was... You're kidding, right? Don't lie to me.
There's no way I would say something like this if it was a lie or a joke. I have plenty of proof. We once went on a trip without telling you. He came to my house after your date, and we even spent a night together after seeing you.
No way, that's not possible. Andrew would never do such a thing.
Believe it or not, it's true. Isn't that frustrating? Isn't it sad?
This can't be.
You haven't married him yet, right? Then can you give him to me? I think it's better to keep it as a flesh wound. I don't really care if I'm being cheated.
Wait a minute. I'm really confused. I'll talk it over with him.
That's fine, but you have to come to a decision as soon as possible. I've been putting up with you being the second girlfriend, so at least give him to me in the end.
That day we discussed it at his parents' house. His parents were both looking awkward, but he was like, "Oh, you found out," and being happy-go-lucky guy. I realized that we were over. There was no way I could be happy if I married someone like this. In the end, we called off the engagement. A few months later, I heard that he and Gabrielle got married.
Hey there, how are you doing? I hope you're happy. Oops, of course you're not.
Why not? I'm fine.
Oh, well, that's good. I have my first child. It's the happiest thing in the world to have a child from someone you love. You can congratulate me by giving me money.
Congratulations. But isn't it too brazen to steal your fiancé and then beg for a gift of money to celebrate? I've never heard of that case before.
Are you still holding on to the past? That was a long time ago. Forget about it.
Hey, it's only been a year. I don't think it was that long ago.
So what about you?
Me?
A woman who lost her fiancé all alone and lonely. Are you suffering? Is it painful? Oh God, I was so happy that I accidentally told you my updates. Forgive me.
Thank you for your concern. I'm super fine.
Oh my, don't pretend to be. If you're lonely, just tell me you're lonely. I'll let you take care of my baby if you want. He's really cute.
No, thank you.
You're just being stubborn even though you miss him. But after a year, you've at least got a boyfriend, right?
I do have.
What's he like? Well, I can imagine without asking. I bet he's not that good.
I mean, he's not my boyfriend. We're married.
Huh? Married?
Yeah.
Wait. Did the shock of breaking off the engagement make you crazy? You didn't have to decide so quickly. I'm starting to feel sorry for you.
I wasn't in a rush to make a decision, but My boss heard about the broken engagement and suggested a blind date, and things went on very quickly from there. I'm glad I met someone nice.
Your boss introduced you a guy? What kind of nasty, bald, fat old man did he introduce you to?
He's a nice guy around same age as me.
Huh? Don't tell me easy lies. You don't have to hide it just because you're embarrassed. A blind date set up by boss at work is just a bald, fat old man who has no one to get him, right?
He's not bald and he's not fat. Our ages are close too.
Yeah. They say love is blind, right? That's how you see him, huh? I'm glad you're happy. To me, you look like a poor girl who got married by compromising.
Mind your own business. Leave me alone. No matter how many months have passed, she still has the same personality. I don't want to have anything to do with people like this as much as possible. But just when I was thinking like that, I got unwittingly involved again. There was another text.
Hey, you married someone from my husband's company?
Oh yeah, right.
And a trading company?
Yeah, that's right. What about it?
Could it be the head of HR? Nah, of course not. But when my husband was saying something bad about you at work, the HR manager came out and said, "What's wrong with my wife?" So the manager got it wrong, huh?
He's right.
He's right?
He was telling the truth. My husband is the HR manager at N Trading Company.
Seriously? Seriously, he's the human resources manager of N Trading Company?
That's what I said. So what about it?
But you were introduced to bald fat man by your boss. Why would he be the head of HR?
That's just your own interpretation. I told you I married a nice guy around same age as me. No one said a bald fat man.
But that's just your fantasy.
How can you be so sure? Don't assume that it was a fantasy.
Is it true? Are you serious? Did you really marry the head of HR? That elite nice-looking guy?
I don't know much about the company, but I fell in love at first sight, so I do think he's cool. You know what I'm talking about.
You should tell me that kind of thing first.
What? About what?
That you married the head of HR. Thanks to you, you embarrassed me.
Huh? What kind of embarrassment? Why are you embarrassed?
You know, this and that.
This and that? I don't understand.
There are some circumstances here, too.
Oh, the rumor you were saying to your neighbors?
My neighbors?
What was it? My husband's ex-wife was ugly and poor. A woman with no common sense and no education because she grew up with a single parent, right? That's a terrible thing to say.
How did you know?
I heard. You've been spreading a very bad rumor, haven't you?
Oh no, wait. This is misunderstanding.
What am I misunderstanding? You said so, didn't you? That's what I heard.
What can I say? This is... I'm sorry, it's some kind of mistake, so please don't tell the manager. I don't ever want him to know.
That's impossible, because my husband told me this rumor.
He knew about it?
Yes. When he went to his coworker's house, he heard the rumor from his wife. He corrected her by saying that I'm a beautiful, well-educated wife and my parents are educators. That's a little embarrassing for me, you know. As you can see, my husband is very sweet.
You are absolutely right. That's the head of HR. That's the manager's wife.
Wow, you change your mind really easily. Unbelievable.
You can trust me.
You never know who's listening, so watch out for your words.
You're right. You are indeed the manager's wife.
Hey, enough. You're creepy. Will you stop talking like that?
I can't. By the way, I have a favor.
What?
Could you raise my husband's salary or promote him?
I don't know anything about his work. It's none of my business.
That's not true. The HR manager is a really nice person. I'm sure he'll listen to his wife's suggestion. Since you're a beautiful woman.
Why don't you support him? It's your job to handle the family finances, isn't it?
I am supporting him, but lately his salary has gone down.
Oh, I heard he took a pay cut. That must be tough, isn't it?
What? He told you?
No way, my husband wouldn't tell me personal information like that. I heard from your husband.
My husband? What did he tell you?
He got a pay cut for having an affair with a receptionist at work. He asked me for help. That's not what I can help with, right?
Huh? He had an affair with a receptionist?
Having an affair at work is a bad idea. I was speechless when I heard about it.
Having an affair with a receptionist? What's that? I didn't hear anything about it.
Oh, you didn't? You didn't know? I shouldn't have said this. I'm sorry.
I can't believe it. You mean he was cheating on me?
I think that's what it means. I don't think it's anything to be surprised about.
I'm surprised. There's no way he cheated on me. Damn.
Is that something you can say, even though you had been cheating on me for years? From my point of view, you got what you deserved.
I was young back then.
What goes around comes around.
Oh no, this can't be.
Anyway, I think you and your husband should talk together. Once again, let me tell you first, there's nothing I can do about it. Now, if you'll excuse me. Even though she stole my ex-husband, they seem to have a bad relationship. I have mixed feelings about it. Well, it's nothing to do with me now. And yet, she keeps trying to drag me into her mess. I just want her to get me out of her head.
We're getting divorced.
I see.
And I have a favor.
A favor?
I was wondering if your husband could hire me. I'm looking for a job.
Like I told you before, I am not involved in my husband's business.
Don't say like that. I am in trouble because my husband kicked me out. I have no money and nowhere to go. Please help me.
He kicked you out? Why? He's the one to be blamed, right?
He found out about my affair too.
Huh? You guys are just like each other, aren't you?
Don't say we're the same, we're different.
You guys are exactly the same.
Oh no, please, I have no other choice but to beg you. I'm sorry about the past, I was wrong. So please help me.
Let me tell you again, it's none of my business and there's nothing I can do about it. I will not interfere in any way with my husband's business. You'll have to look elsewhere. Well then.
Don't say that. Please, 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 please help me. God, please. Mrs. Kate, please.
After that, she couldn't give up on divorcing him, so she went to his company and had a fight involving the receptionist with whom he was having an affair. In the end, all three of them were taken away by the police. It's okay that they're just like each other, but I hope they don't cause trouble for others. How many times do I have to tell you, let's just get divorced? Same to you. Then, why don't you just submit the documents, then we can get divorced right away. How long are you making me wait?
I'd like to, but I need things to do first. That's why I can't do it right now.
Things to do? Are you talking about money?
Yes.
I'm not going to change the terms I gave you. I'll have all the joint savings. I won't accept anything else.
That's exactly what I am not going to accept. You're saying you cheated on me, you won't pay me anything, but rather give you the savings and then get divorced?
Yes. Can you think of something else?
How convenient is that? Do you really think that's going to work?
Of course it does. If it doesn't work, I'm in trouble. I won't give up on it.
Me neither. Why should I give up?
Why? It's not like you're suffering for money, so why not?
The more you have, the better it is.
I'm in more trouble than you are, so you can give it up. That way we can get an amicable divorce.
You cheated on me and you want me to forgive you for free? Isn't that too convenient? Absolutely not. You'll have to take responsibility.
Why would you do that? I told you I was sorry about the affair. You really are a narrow-minded woman.
It's not about I'm broad-minded or narrow-minded. I don't remember you apologizing to me. It was your fault for cheating in the first place, so you'd better make amends. Otherwise, I can't divorce you.
Don't be stubborn. Anyway, I won't accept it.
My husband never came home after that. Perhaps he is staying with someone he is having an affair with. I don't care, but we have not been able to make any progress in our talks. He ignores my messages and refuses to answer my calls. This is too much trouble, so I've decided to leave it alone for a while.
Hey, how long are you going to make me wait? The document.
I haven't filled it out yet. It's been a while. Have you stopped being a spoiled brat?
My girlfriend keeps telling me to get divorced. Please submit the paper.
Of course, I will. After we're done talking.
That's enough. I'll file it on my own. Don't complain afterwards, okay?
Without permission? Forging documents? That's a big problem.
Because I don't have a choice. You won't submit it.
Well, I've told the lawyer not to accept it yet, so even if you forged it, it won't be accepted.
You. Why have you done that?
Isn't it obvious? Because I don't want us to get divorced without accepting your terms.
Did you really think I'd do such a thing? You don't trust me that much?
But you were about to do that a few minutes ago. Have you forgotten?
Then just go ahead and write it down.
How many times do I have to tell you that we need to talk first?
What do you want to discuss? I don't have anything to discuss with you.
About how you two can make amends.
What's your terms?
It's not a big deal. We'll split our joint savings exactly in half. Oh, ask your girlfriend how she's going to take her responsibility. I think this is pretty reasonable, isn't it?
I need money. We're gonna have a baby.
Right. Then we need to talk about it even more. You have to follow the rules of society so that you can be a respectable dad to your child.
I mean, that's not... We have to raise a kid. Anyway, we need money. So I can't accept those terms. Please reconsider.
I can't. It's none of my business. I'm not asking a lot. If you can't split it right now, then you can pay me back later.
Look, we're getting divorced someday anyway.
That's right.
The sooner the better. How about we get divorced first and then talk about it?
Nope. Are you crazy?
Why am I crazy?
I don't want you to run away.
Running away? There's no way I'm running away.
I doubt it. You lied to me and cheated on me. I can't trust you. There is a possibility of you doing it.
But it's better to get divorced soon.
I don't have to get divorced right away, and I don't need money right now, okay? If you don't accept it, we can go to the court. I don't mind.
To the court? You.
No other choice since we don't agree, right? It's just a difference between taking the case to trial after we live separately or taking it to mediation and then to trial.
But that's...
It's going to take a long time to settle either way. I wonder how old your child will be when we get divorced.
You knew everything and you're doing this? You dirty bitch.
What?
You're doing this knowing we'll be in trouble. If we don't get divorced, I'll be in trouble because of the child's family registration. So you thought if we string this out, I'll agree to your terms. That's why you're doing this.
What are you talking about? Will you stop making accusations? I'm not making any unreasonable demands. You need to understand that you're the one who's making them.
Damn, I won't forgive you.
It was a few days later. Suddenly, I got a call from the landlord. Apparently, my husband's girlfriend was making a mess in front of the apartment. I called the police right away and had them take her away.
Why aren't you at home? You called the cops? How are you going to take responsibility if something happens to her? She has a baby.
Why don't you tell her that? It's none of my business. She's the one to take the responsibility if something happens.
If you'd let her in the house, there wouldn't have been any problem. Can you at least be considerate?
Unfortunately, I don't live in that place anymore.
What? You moved out?
Yes, I did. Why would I live in that house?
What are you moving out without permission?
That room was originally under my name. Besides, your stuff is gone now that you took it out, right?
Even so, I lived there too.
Yes, you did. The rent was so expensive. You were having an affair with someone and didn't spend any money to our living expense, so I had a hard time making ends meet. If you have a problem with me and want me to keep living in that house, can you pay me all the living expenses you haven't paid? Can I make a formal demand?
That's a little...
Then don't complain. Oh yes, I found a good lawyer. So let's have a proper meeting soon. I'm sure you'll hear from my lawyer soon.
Lawyer, you, hey, please, let's get divorced.
We will, as long as you take full responsibility. That's what I've been saying all along.
We're going to have a baby. We have to hurry up. Otherwise, we can't make a living.
I'll divorce you today if we finish talking.
How can we finish talking within today? I'm in a hurry.
So what? That's what you get for not following the order, isn't it? None of my business.
Please.
We're not getting anywhere. Call me when you're ready to accept the terms.
Your feelings haven't changed?
Nope.
Okay, I'll accept your terms. I'll split the savings 50-50 and I'll make her take some kind of responsibility. So please divorce me. Is that okay?
Okay, and the apology?
Huh?
Apology for cheating on me. You haven't apologized to me once yet, have you? I've been waiting.
I'm sorry.
I don't know why it's taking so long for this.
It's because you're stubborn.
Which one of us is stubborn? You cheated on me. You wouldn't give up your savings. You've been pestering me all day. Do you have any right to say that?
I'm sorry. I just wanted to save some money. But from now on, I'll make it right. I'll make amends, so that my unborn child won't be ashamed of myself.
Please do so.
So please, divorce me, please.
Understood.
Fiona, thank you. I'm really sorry.
After that, we talked it over with a lawyer and put into writing. So far, the money in the joint saving has been transferred to my account every month. I've told him that I won't forgive him if he delays even once, so I think he'll be okay. Now I'm going to find someone who will be happy with me this time.
Faith, may I have a word with you? How can I help you? I've been concerned for a while now, but don't you think you lack awareness of your responsibilities as a wife? What do you mean? You're my son's wife, but you don't show your face very often. Are you trying to distance yourself from us? That's not true. I'm just busy every day and don't have much time. Stop making excuses. What exactly are you doing if you're not fulfilling your role as a wife? I'm sorry, I'll be more careful from now on. You really don't care. You don't like me, do you? No, that's not true. It's just... Just what? Speak up. I'm just really busy. You're being so blunt. You think saying you're busy is going to make me go away? You're such a nasty wife. From now on, be more self-aware. Yes, I understand. I'm sorry. I haven't heard from you as usual. How are you? Hello. Sorry, I haven't been in touch. I am doing well. Another excuse? What are your plans for the weekend? I think Kevin told you about our weekend off. It's my father-in-law's birthday during the holiday weekend, so I'm going to bring him a present. Oh, you're coming too? You're busy and you don't like me, right? I didn't say that. Kevin already talked to his dad. Yes, he's already told him you're coming. Then I don't blame you. Honestly, I wanted to say that you, in particular, don't really need to come. Why not? I said I wanted to spend time with my family. What? You're a really inconsiderate wife, aren't you? Well, I'm not saying you can't come. If you're going to come, you'd better behave accordingly. I'll take care not to misbehave. Oh my God. Faith, I finished on time today, which is rare for me. It's nice to be able to go home early, isn't it?
Good job, Kevin. That's great.
I'm on the train heading home right now. Do you need anything from the store?
Nothing in particular.
I see. Well, I'm going to buy a tie for my dad. Then I'm going home.
Okay.
Hey, Faith. Are you feeling down?
Huh?
Usually I get longer replies from you, but today, something's different.
Sorry, I'm just...
Did Mom say something to you again?
Oh, you can tell, huh?
Well, it's the usual. She's really harsh with her words. No matter how many times I warn her, she never listens. She doesn't even try to understand your feelings, even though you try your best to be friendly with her. So this time, she said something about going back to my parents' house for the weekend, right?
Yeah, well...
You don't have to do this, okay?
But your father has been so good to me. I want to make sure I see him and wish him a happy birthday.
Okay, thanks. Anyway, I'll talk to him when I get back.
Thanks.
And me too. There's something my dad's been asking me about, and I wanted to share it with you.
Your father wants my opinion? Are you sure he wants you to tell me about it?
Dad wants to know what you think about it.
I see, okay.
Well, I'm getting off the train now. I'll see you later.
Have a safe trip home.
Where did you go, Faith? You look like a child. Running away from home, sulking, just because you weren't allowed to have a little extra sushi? Please don't interrupt our happy family time together.
I didn't run out of the house because I was sulking. I was hungry, so I went to the nearest convenience store to buy lunch.
Please don't do such embarrassing things in my neighborhood. You are accusing me of bullying you.
Huh? That means you want me to go without food.
You're not so weak that skipping one meal will kill you.
Let me ask you something. You didn't order sushi for me on purpose, did you?
What's up all of a sudden?
What you're doing is so obvious.
Listen, Faith. Who's the one who's interrupting our family time together in the first place? It's you, isn't it?
You mentioned it before. What does that mean?
Anyone who is not connected by blood is a stranger. I don't have money to spend on a stranger.
So you did not order any sushi for me at all?
That's right.
I see. In your mind, your son's wife doesn't count as one of the family, correct?
Of course she doesn't.
I see.
If you have a problem with me, get out. As long as it doesn't bother our family, you can do whatever you want. After all, my son's wife is a stranger.
I understand. Then we really will be strangers, won't we?
What?
I guess you are no longer my mother-in-law. I'm going back to my parents' house as you wish, Irene.
Huh?
My bag is all I have at hand, so there's no need for me to go back there.
Excuse me? What are you suddenly saying?
I'll arrange to send my personal belongings at home to my parents' house as soon as possible. You're a stranger too, so don't come crying to me.
What do you mean? Faith?
It was as I expected, Kevin. Your mother said, my son's wife is a stranger. I was sure she was going to say that, wasn't I?
I knew it. I'm sorry I put you through all that drama.
It's okay. You want your mother to know what's wrong, right? It's really important considering the future, so I won't hesitate to cooperate. Besides, it's for our own good.
Yeah. Sorry for the trouble, but I'd appreciate it if you could bear with me a little longer.
Yeah, no problem. All right then, I'll go ahead and start preparing for the next step.
Oh, sorry for the trouble, but I appreciate your help. Have a safe trip home.
Good luck with that too.
Faith, reply to me right away. You're still as slow as ever. Hurry up.
I'm on a train right now, so I can't make a call.
Then call me online. Faith, please turn back immediately.
Don't be absurd. I told you I'm on the train. It's over 40 minutes to the next stop.
I don't care if that's the case. Just turn back.
I don't want to.
You won't listen to me?
I don't think you have the right to make me obey you.
Just come back.
What is going on here? You tell me to go home, you tell me to come back. It's very annoying.
Kevin got mad at me. He got extremely mad at me for calling you a stranger and making you go back to your parents' house.
Huh?
Well, get back here as soon as you can. You don't want to make Kevin angry any more than he already is, do you?
Yes?
Oh, Kevin's getting ready to leave. All you have to do is say, I'm coming back. Say you'll be back soon.
Excuse me? I think that Kevin is only angry at you, Irene.
What?
I got a message telling me to be careful on my way home.
What?
I'm listening to my husband, not you.
Hang on, Faith.
Excuse me.
Hey, I'm in trouble. Faith. I don't know what to do. You're the one who set all this up, didn't you?
What is it now?
My husband left the divorce papers and left.
What?
I don't know where he went.
You don't know? Since I've also become estranged from Kevin, it's impossible for me to know where my father-in-law is, right?
What? Kevin is a stranger too? What?
Don't tell me you've forgotten. You forced me to divorce him, didn't you? That's why I'm completely disconnected from you, and you're a genuine stranger. If you'll excuse me.
Faith, wait a minute. Wait a minute. You divorced Faith? Huh? Yes, I did. Then you're coming back here, right? Huh? Why? You know, your dad. Oh, you mean the divorce? You knew? I knew. He asked me about it. What did he mean? I think it's also mentioned in the letter Dad left behind. From your perspective, a daughter-in-law is a stranger. In that case, from the perspective of the relatives on Dad's side, you would be the daughter-in-law, right? Then you're a stranger. Oh, no. I'm on your side, so I'll be a stranger to you. Goodbye. Tell me, Faith. This time I can't get in touch with Kevin either. What's going on?
Why are you asking me all the time?
What?
You and Kevin are strangers now. I don't pry into his whereabouts every single time, and that's rather insane, isn't it? So I don't know where he is, and I'm not asking him.
Oh no!
As I said before, you and I are complete strangers now, so we have nothing to talk about.
Faith, wait a minute. I don't know what I'm going to do now that Kevin is gone.
You and I are strangers, aren't we? You kicked us out saying that wives are strangers. So I am not your family anymore, and I don't know where Kevin is.
I just said too much at the time. I didn't mean it.
Okay, but for us, that was the deciding factor. We took those words to heart and started a new life. It's too late now to say you didn't mean it.
Please, come back. Let's start over as a family.
I'm sorry, but we are already satisfied with our new life. You should face the consequences of your actions. Now, I really need to go.
Wait, Faith. Ever since Kevin left, it's been really lonely in our house. I can't live without him. Please come back to us.
You're persistent. I've told you many times, we are strangers now. Both Kevin and I chose a new life because we were hurt by your words. We can't go back now.
If there's anything you can't forgive me for, I'll apologize properly. I admit that my words were harsh, so please reconsider.
Your apology is too late. Kevin and I have a new life, and we are happy with it. No matter what you say now, it won't change your decision to leave.
Faith, I didn't think you were so heartless. I never thought you could be so cold.
Which of us is the cold one? It was you who said wives are strangers, wasn't it? Have you ever given even the slightest thought to how much those words hurt us?
Even if I said that, what am I going to do when Kevin is gone? How will I live on my own?
That's your problem. It's not something we can do anything about. You should be independent and find a new life for yourself.
Faith, I beg you, please reconsider. Please give me one more chance.
That's impossible. Now, if you'll really excuse me.
Oh, Faith, please don't abandon me. Faith.
After that, a lot happened. My parents-in-law are officially divorced, and I'm still connected with my father-in-law. He and I have a really good relationship. We still support each other and live happily together. My mother-in-law, on the other hand, is living in squalor. She has returned to her hometown, but I heard that life there has not been easy for her at all. Her selfishness has worsened her relationship with those around her, and she is now isolated from the rest of the world. Her part-time job didn't last long, and she has become a recluse at her parents' house. My heart aches a little when I imagine what she's going through, but I feel that this is also a result of her own actions. Kevin and I divorced once, but he remarried under my surname. Thanks to him, we were able to make a new start. We have reconfirmed our bond with each other, and I believe that it has become stronger. We are looking forward to spending peaceful and happy days together with my father-in-law.